All right, welcome back to the Based on the True Story broadcast, man. It's your boy, the movie preacher, AJ Hicks. Listen, we back in effect. We've been off a couple of weeks. It's been my birthday. It was Father's Day. Man, my ankle was hurting a little bit. I rested that up, but it's all good. Thank God he is a healer. So, man, we back in the building to do what we do, and you know it's about to be on and popping. Listen, share this broadcast out there. Get it out to people you know that need to be informed. They need to know what's going on. And in a day and time like this, just need a little laughter. Just need to feel better. And, you know, the word declares laughter works well like a medicine. So laughter literally heals the inside of your body. So, man, get this out there, man. Share it with your peeps. Get it out there, man. We want to keep our communities informed. We also want to stand in solidarity with our community, as well as to help anybody we can with any information that is very pertinent to what's going on in the world today and in our everyday lives. So again, man, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, share, like, follow, subscribe, click the bell, join, so this can get out. And also, so all of these social media platforms will show this to more people, all right? They'll show this to more people so they can get this information, man. And then just be able to have a wonderful time understanding what it is and also getting it from another perspective, all right? So here it is, man. You know, with me, you're going to get it from a spiritual, biblical perspective, and you're going to get it from a natural perspective, because I'm just going to keep it real. This is me, all right? All right. So let's get into it, man. Let's see what it is we got going on, what it is we got to deal with today. Well, number one, let's look at number one. We got justice for George Floyd, but now we are still trying to get justice for Breonna Taylor. Somebody please help us understand what the problem is. Why is it so hard to get justice for Breonna Taylor? Now, here's some things you need to know and understand. The police officers did not make a full report. They lied on the report and said there were no incidents. And besides that, the report was blank. This is what they turned in to the district attorney. The report was blank, and there was nothing on it and no information about we went to the wrong house, we murdered somebody, and we was at the wrong house looking for the wrong person. I mean, this is detrimental to our society. I mean, for many years, you know, I remember they used to speak, and there is a movie about it, Menace to Society. Some of y'all remember, it's a hood movie showing you what goes on in the hood, just real life every day. And I remember that they used to say that about, you know, gangsters and gang bangers and gangster rappers, that they were a menace to society. And, you know, it's funny to me. Now, here we are. You said they're menace to society, but I'm wondering who the real menace to society is. Maybe we need to make one about the crooked, fake, racist police officers and call it menace to society number 2. Hello, somebody. Y'all with me or you ain't? Come on. You know, this is tragic. When not only you go there and you murder this innocent woman who was working to be a firefighter, to be a frontline worker, an essential worker, okay, a first responder. Not only you murder her and take away her life and just destroy her family's lives and all this by this hurt and pain, you lie and falsify the reports. Nobody's been arrested yet. The law is clear. Anytime a police officer breaks the law, they ought to be treated just like any other civilian and arrested. Now, you know they're going to try to give them lower sentences and all of this because they fought for the law. And to some degree, I think a small one, I give you that, a small degree, not a big one. I think they give them too much. You know what I'm saying? But to some degree, I give it to you, because maybe there's some stuff you did do right, but there's some stuff you did wrong, and you were sworn in an oath to protect and serve and uphold the law, and you're not doing that. And the truth of the matter is, I just think and believe it, and you see it all the time. There's so many people that go out here and they record police officers and prove that they are, many of them, I'm talking about especially the incompetent ones, not the good ones, because there are some good ones, and we thank God for y'all. I keep telling you, I got them in my family in all areas and arenas. However, but I'm talking about these crooked, wicked ones. I'm talking about these ones who don't uphold the law, or who are secret KKKs in police uniforms. Let's just call it what it is. Okay, and so in that regard, I think a lot of them are incompetent, and they're people who put videos up who prove that many of them do not know the law. They think about this. They're sworn to an oath to uphold and protect and serve and uphold the law. But how can you enforce a law that you don't know? And you're not clear about the law. You make up things to try to act like you know the law, but really you don't. I think police officers need to take a basic law course. If you ask me, I'm just telling you the truth. How is it? Because how do you enforce a law that you don't know? How is that? So many people have caught police officers in the clear act to prove that they don't know the law. Man, we got to do something in this country. Now, I know what y'all gonna say, because so many of people are now screaming for this defunding of police departments. I don't know how I feel about that. I can't say necessarily that I totally agree with that. Because, you know, maybe Adam and Eve and them, they need law enforcement because, you know, they were serving God until they ate off that tree of the knowledge of good and evil and became evil, and sin came into the embodiment of man. Okay, so yeah, no, they didn't need it then, but then after that, you know, after Cain murdered Abel, and then they going to all these other civilizations. Okay, yeah, I mean, there had to be some law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Even in Jesus' day, they had the royal guard of the emperor, and they also had ones that worked for the chief priests. So who came to apprehend and arrest Jesus and take him to the court to be crucified? So almost since the beginning of time, we can go as far back as least as Jesus' day. We can see there was some type of law enforcement in place. And I think if you set laws, then you got to enforce laws. And without laws, we have chaos. Without laws, we have people doing whatever they feel is right. And that is a total chaos and total, that's horrendous. That is treacherous. That is, I mean, terrible. I mean, the world will be in a total disarray. So that's crazy. So, how do we defund police? And then, so what do we police ourselves? And I'm just being honest. I mean, you talk to me, y'all talk back to me, be real with me. If we defund them, we're gonna police ourselves. Well, let's look at, especially in many of our African-American neighborhoods, let's just call it what it is. Look at genocide, look at the black on black crime, look at the robberies, burglaries, the dope selling. So here's the point. Who's gonna step up and police our neighborhoods then? All right, and then how do we enforce a law that we're not sworn in the oath to protect? There's just some things around that just, it doesn't totally connect. So, but now I think we should do what San Francisco is doing. Now, that's what San Francisco is doing, and I love what they're doing. They're now setting up people who deal with mental health, who deal with people who got anxiety, who deal with, fatherless children, orphans, that kind of stuff. Different people who will respond to those calls versus the police respond to those calls, and they have not been trained to deal with those kind of people. Because we all see many times how that ends. They just end up killing the person. And it's like, wow, wait a minute, they had a mental issue. They told you. Remember the man that was on the ground? He said, that's my client. I'm working with him, got a mental issue. He was on the ground, his hands up, and they still shot him. So then, yeah, maybe they're the wrong people to respond. We need people who are qualified to deal with these different people in order to respond to those type of calls where there's not an imminent threat. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's where the narrative needs to change. We need to change that, and we need to get the right people into dealing with the right situations and scenarios. And then the police need to be called when there is an imminent threat. And think about it. Have you ever called the police? The police said, we can't do nothing. It's a civil matter. See? So they're not qualified to deal with those type of things. So I think we really should follow suit with San Francisco and do what they're doing, because I think they got the right idea about how to deal with law enforcement and how to have the right people and different people respond to different types of calls. This way, we won't have this type of problem, because many police are not trained and qualified to deal with mental illness and things like that. So it's something, man, I think we need to do. We still talking about this stimulus, man. The stimulus is out of control. It's crazy. I mean, I don't know. Man, listen, I guess they're waiting on July 2nd when they all come back into the government and come back into work. And also they'll get the report of what's happening with employment and all of that. But they're taking, I give them, man, the first one, they responded quickly. This second one, They are taking a sweet time. And I understand the budget has almost been maxed or have been maxed at, 3.67 some odd $1 trillion a year, which is only probably what the government brings in a year. I understand that. But listen, what do you do? What do you do? We can't let this economy stay in the way it is. And if they're the leadership of the government of our country, then they need to jump into action and meet the needs of the American people who are tax-paying, law-abiding citizens, okay? It's just, there's no question about it. We need to help out the citizens, not just businesses, but help out the citizens who are the main ones who keep the economy going because they are the consumers. So we got a major problem there. Let's pray and hope, man, that the government will move quickly on this second stimulus coming into July. And hopefully they get the report July 2nd, they get a move on, and get the people the money. We got people now who are in I mean, it's sad, but I talked about this last time. We got people now who are in threat of eviction. If you got mortgages, first of all, let's deal with mortgage. If you got a mortgage, do a mortgage forbearance. Try to get them to add that stuff to the back of your loan so you don't have to keep being concerned. And if you did it already, I don't know, man. Hopefully they'll do it again. If you're renting, talk to your landlord. Be real with them. Be honest. They in the same situations. And even if they may have a little bit more money than you, they still dealing with a loss of money and income because of how the economy is. It's crazy. So talk to them, man. Have a conversation. It don't need to go bad. It just needs to be real. And then do whatever you can. Do whatever you got to do to try to bring income in and pay whatever you can pay. That's about the best you can do. Talk to your bill collectors. Tell them what it is. That's all you can do. And I think that's going to be the best thing for a lot of people. If you talk to them and if you just pay something, they see you trying to pay something, I believe they'll work with you. And hopefully, if you're a charitable person, you give the charities, you give to your church, you're a giver. Hopefully you one of those persons, and then no doubt the favor of God gonna come on you and God gonna work a way for you. So you just gotta believe in that instance. Just believe. So man, the EIDL and the PP loan with the SBA. So finally, the SBA has gotten back to me. Now, they didn't approve me for the EIDL loan. All right, fine. I'll apply for the PPP loan. I'll apply for everything. So if you're smart, you just apply for everything you can out here. So, they got back with me after the fact. Now, it was funny. You would think they'd do it before the fact. They got back with me after the fact and denied me for the EIDL loan to saying, listen, we still going to give you an advance. And the advance, if you get that, then that advance is set for you so you can get it and you don't have to pay it back. Okay, this is like a grant. So you get it and you never have to pay it back, which is wonderful. So you know what? In all honesty, I ain't mad, that you denied me for the EIDL loan if you're going to go ahead and give me the advance. They got back with me and said they need to verify information. Some of you, all of you in business, you probably got these emails and they're telling you update your information, make sure it's accurate so you can get it. Funny thing is, man, I did it probably about almost going on 2 weeks ago. So I'm like, okay, so how long you got to wait now for you to get it? And I heard some people getting it. My son got a business. They sent his. He had a problem, something going on with his, and so he had to get that rectified so that they can get it to him. But they sent him his. I'm like, okay, I did mine like 2 days after him. What's taking so long, right? I know all my information is correct. I verified it. I'm on top of that kind of stuff. I don't play around. I'm a businessman. I'm an entrepreneur. I don't mess around. Okay, so my stuff is right when I sent it to you the first time. So it's crazy, man, just how they doing stuff and taking forever. My son talked to him. I'm probably gonna give him a call tomorrow and say, hey, listen, y'all need to get a move on, okay? You shouldn't have people waiting that long. You tell them update the information so you can go ahead and send the funds, and then they still waiting. So what, you wait 2-3 months to hear about the loan, the EIDL loan itself. What, you gotta wait another 2 or 3 months? No, that's crazy. That's crazy. And you send people update your information. Well, if that's the case, once you got to update the information, seems like to me you should send it by end of the week, right? Supposedly, my son said he talked to them. They say they sending out deposits every day. Well, hey, get a move on and send mine, okay? Anybody with me? So hopefully, man, y'all business out there. I've heard other businesses been getting the money, and that's cool. That's good. That's very good, especially if you've been doing big business and you're doing 6 figures or more, 7 figures. I've been hearing they've been getting some really great loans and big loans out there. So that's really good. But hey, move on it for the other people, okay? All right. Let's get to the next thing, the PPP, man. The PPP, I filed for that. I want to say now it's been about 2 months, or at least it's going on 2 months. So I get it, it's backed up. It's a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs and investors applying for it, but man, get a move. Again, same thing, get a move on, man. Get a move on, because while y'all taking y'all time, businesses is folding. There are businesses that's closing saying they can't do it. They going under. And this is sad that we have to be in an economy like this. But businesses are going under and they're folding, man, because they cannot handle the finances. And this is simple. It's simple, ABC 1, 2, 3, right? Here's the thing. You don't have, if you don't have finances coming in, then how can you send finances out? It's simple. So, man, hopefully they get on top of that, man, and get the speed on and move on. Probably, man, I would say if I was you, I'd probably give these people a call. Call these companies. If they're taking long, just call them. You might have a long wait on the phone because I'm sure a ton of people is calling. But the best thing for you to do is to call. Just call. And then at least now, maybe they'll move you up a little faster because you call and inquire and you're on the record that, hey, I called to see what's going on. What are they going to do? Now they got notations and then hey, this one here, let's go ahead and get this taken care of. So hopefully that's the case. So I would say just call these people, man. Call them and find out what's going on. Unemployment, man, is still going good for a lot of people. They trying to decide whether or not they're going to extend giving them all this extra money. All right. Like me, I tried that one too. They said you can get it for contractors. They denied me. I'll probably try to do it again. Just again, apply for whatever you can out here, man. That's the deal. Seriously, apply for whatever you can. So I'll probably apply again to see what happened in the next quarter and the next phase and yada, 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 yada. So keep doing what you're doing out there, man. Try to do whatever you can, man. God bless all y'all. Hope God is doing some wonderful things to help those in need. I know he is for me and mine. I hope he's doing it for a lot of other people, especially, if you belong to him and you're a giver, man. There's no question about whether or not he's going to do it for you. Again, all you got to do is believe. Next, man, the states are spiking in COVID-19 numbers. Man, I told y'all, I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen. I'm telling you, I knew this was going to happen. Look at this, man. Excuse me, look at this. You open the states back up too soon. We all know it's too soon. Florida is out of control. Texas out of control. I believe it was Alabama out of control. Out of control, spiking like crazy. Mostly everything in the South coming up into the Midwest is spiking out of control. Missouri, where we at? St. Louis, baby, spiking out of control, man. I was planning to get back here July 1st. Y'all already know, man, the movie preacher ain't playing. I'm holding off on that. Okay? Listen, I ain't doing it. I ain't doing it. And if I do, I'm gonna be suited and booted like hazmat workers. You know what I'm saying? That's for real, man. You just got to, that's if I do, but that's a very slim chance. I'm gonna tell you. As long as God keep blessing me and mine and taking care of me and mine, as long as God keep giving me favor with bill collectors as he is, as long as God keep causing other monies to come in, I'm cool. We ain't got to rush to do nothing. So listen, you got to do what works best for you and yours. But we cool. We real cool over here. So, I'm just saying. So I first of all, God is my provider. That's number one. So, I ain't worried about nothing else. And then God move on government, or whoever else, bill collectors, whoever else, for the favor. So I promise you, I don't worry about it. I got all kind of miracle testimonies. It's crazy. If I told you, you wouldn't believe it. Anyway, I'm just telling you, some of y'all heard some of my testimonies. Some of y'all just don't know. I promise you. Let me just say, I promise you, if you do right by God, God will do right by you. That's coming from the movie preacher, baby. Catch that. All right. Next thing, y'all know I've been on my still quarantine. I've been on my shakes. Told you I tried some shakes. I've been on chocolate. Five Guys did good. I haven't got a chance to really try too many others. Jack in the Box is too syrupy, and so on and so forth. But I tried some other shakes too. And now y'all know, don't mess with the movie preacher. You didn't send me. That's my cheat. So you didn't send me Arby's. You didn't send the coupon to the house, right? And we got these root beer floats. I said, ooh, baby, I'm about to get it in. I'm about to get it in, baby. You hear me? I said the root beer float. I forgot all about it. Thank you, Arby's, for reminding me. I'm about to go get that root beer float. Okay? I'm turning it up, baby. You best believe. Tomorrow, I'm getting that root beer float. I'm turning it up. You feel me? Man, I said, ooh, that root beer float. Let's get it, baby. So I'd let y'all know how that is. I had it before a while ago, but it's been a while. So, you know, I remember it tasting good, but I don't remember how good it tasted. So I gotta take it again and try it again to see how good it tasted. Yeah, if it was that good, I'll be getting that some more. So anyway, I'll put that order in, man. Have that delivered. Again, I don't be going to many places. I just deliver. Hey, deliver to me. You know, man, I still been binge watching Chicago PD. This is amazing. I told y'all last time. I believe they up for season 8. I believe they can go season 9 and season 10 easily. I have never ever seen this. Now, somebody tell me if you've seen it. I haven't seen it. I mean, listen, I'm a movie buff, so I watch TV too. But I have never seen any show get renewed for 3 seasons at one time. Now, maybe it happened. I just have never seen it. Y'all know some other ones, man, that got renewed for 3 seasons at one time. Let your boy know. Comment, man. Tell us what's up. You know what I mean? But Chicago PD renewed for 3 more seasons. Crazy. They could probably easily hit up with Law and Order SVU. I think they went like something crazy, like 18, 20 seasons. I'm pretty sure they'll catch them because they had Law and Order SVU on Chicago PD. I told y'all that. Never seen nothing like that before in any of the cop shows. I think, man, just off the chain. Well, while I'm waiting on season 3 to come back season 8 of Chicago PD to come back in September, I've been checking out. I went back over LA's Finest. Now, some of y'all might have missed LA's Finest the first time around. Gabrielle Union, Jessica Alba, they got your boy Dwayne Martin in there. Man, it's some pretty good actors in there, and it is really, really good. I will tell you, it's a spinoff of the Bad Boys movie franchise. And if you haven't got a chance to check that out, you need to check it out. Now, as I understand, season 2 is finally coming up here in July. I forget what date in July, but it's coming up here in July. So I went back, I watched all the seasons of LA, the first season, all the episodes of LA's Finest, just to refresh myself, to be ready to know what's going on when season 2 come on. So I'm definitely checking that out. It's off the chain. If you haven't got a chance to check that out, man. Something new. We want to make sure that we bring y'all every week. And we want to bring you the movie of the week, man. My movie choice of the week. If you've never seen it, if you never actually looked at it and just, I know it moved fast, but just slow down and paid attention. Even if you got it on either, on demand or whatever, you can rewind it on cable, or if you got the DVD, go back, check it out, rewind it. Pay attention to certain parts. Now listen, The Matrix is a very, very powerful and a very spiritual movie. I'm telling you now, you may not understand it. That's why I'm the movie preacher, baby. I get revelation out of the movies. So now I want to start pouring that out to y'all and showing y'all why I'm the movie preacher, okay? Listen, what you see in there, and I want now, y'all, after you watch it, come back, comment, holler at your boy, let me know what's up, let me know what you found, all right? You gonna see in this movie, this guy's changing, he's transforming, and he's becoming another person. You're gonna see him go through like this new birth. Literally, he's like a baby. He comes out, take the things out of his back and stuff in his head, and he's like coming out of the plasma. He's like reborn again. After that, he starts to find out the spiritual power or giftings that he has. And the guy Morpheus tell him, you got muscles you never used before. He starts to go through all these training simulation programs, learns all the different martial arts and all of this kind of stuff. Just amazing. He's learning a plethora of new things and learning how to defeat his enemy. He's learning that everybody who's plugged into the system, although we're trying to reach those people, they still are enemies because they still plugged in to the system of the Matrix. Man, listen. I mean, if this wasn't like a picture of salvation, I don't know what was. A clear picture. And you see him, the agents, which are like demons, he's defeating the agents and learning how to fight demons. It's like he's learning spiritual warfare. He's learning how to destroy the enemy. I mean, Matrix is like my favorite movie, okay? And at least one of my favorite movies. It's in my top 5, top 10 is in there. The Matrix is off the chain, and they're getting ready. Listen, did y'all know this? They get ready to make a Matrix 4. Oh! Boy, I can't wait till Matrix 4 come out. That joint about to be off the chain. Woo, baby. I'm waiting on that, and you know it's about to be going down. You know it's going to be on and popping. I'll be one of the first ones, because I think it's supposed to come out 2021 or 2022, whichever one, baby, we'll be past this COVID-19 thing. Baby, I'm going to be at the movies going to see that Matrix 4, baby. On and popping, off the chain. Man, I can't wait. So if you haven't checked it out, I need to check it out. And then go watch Matrix Reloaded Part 2, Matrix Revolutions Part 3. Now, I'll tell you, as much as I love all of them, and I think it was a really great progression, I still think him finding himself and learning who he really was on Matrix Part 1 is the best one, hands down. I love all the new stuff they show you in Matrix Reloaded Part 2, Matrix Revolution Part 3, but ain't nothing like finding yourself, man, and finding your identity and who you really are. That's Part 1, baby, and that was the coldest one yet, man. I'm telling you, you got to check that out. That's the movie of the week from the Movie Preacher. I give it 5 stars. 5 stars from your boy. Man, that's all to it. Look, love y'all. Stay safe out there. God bless you. And remember, don't forget to pray.